Happy Thursday. This is a short week because Monday was Memorial Day and it just feels like today should be Wednesday and not Thursday, but I'm glad it's Thursday. It's almost the weekend. I woke up this morning with a bit of a low-grade fever and my ears are a little bit stuffy, so I took some Mucinex this morning and I'm really hoping that that helps. I don't feel too bad. It's just like the congestion in my head, which is exactly what happened a couple of weeks ago, and then I ended up with laryngitis for a whole week after that and I had no voice whatsoever. It was awful, so I'm really hoping that that does not happen again. I managed to go like 3 whole years without so much as a cold, so I'm not sure why like twice in the same month I have this weird like stuffy congestion, but it's driving me nuts. Anyway, I have a bit of a moving update. It's not really the update I was hoping for, but I have been looking at this other building that I toured. If you missed it, I will link it down below and up here for you so you can go check that out. The apartment was so nice, so beautiful. I love it. I wish I could live there. The only units that are available now are significantly more expensive than the ones that I was looking at when I toured the building a couple weeks ago, and they're definitely out of my price range. So I called my building because, sorry, it's so loud outside. I have been talking to some of the people that live in my building and their rent is way cheaper than what mine is going up to. Like some of theirs just went up to what I'm paying now. In case you missed it, I will link that video down below because I explained all of this. My rent is going up by $120 a month. So I called them and I like explained this situation and they gave me this whole spiel about market rates and timing, and even if an apartment is identical to yours, if they started at a lower rate, then theirs is going to go up to a lower rate and all these things that I was just like, I don't understand. But I was able to negotiate down to about $80 cheaper, so it's going up, I don't know the math, but my rent is going up by like $33 a month. So I'm gonna renew for another year. I'm gonna stay here for another year. I'm gonna accept the $33, even though I don't want to pay anything more than I'm paying right now, especially because I just had to replace all the tires on my car, and so now I have a monthly payment on my tires. I feel like I have all of these like random things that come up and then I have these monthly payments, so I'm just not in a place right now where I can afford to be like getting a new apartment that's way more expensive. So I'm just staying put, even though I don't really want to stay put for a whole other year. I feel like the safety and things are just getting a little bit out of hand around here. So I'm gonna spend the next 12 months that I'm in this apartment, I guess technically 13 because I still have almost another month in my lease, but I just had to give notice. It's a whole thing. But I'm gonna spend the next year really deciding like what my next move is, where I want to go, if I want to stay in Seattle, if I want to move to a new city, if I want to, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna figure out my life, essentially. So that is the moving update for now, but I do need to go down to the office and talk to them today because today is the 1st, time to pay my rent, but they have it all out of whack because I didn't call. I haven't renewed my lease yet, so they put me on the month-to-month rate, which is like way more expensive, like over $100 more than they were gonna charge me before I called and negotiated. I need to go down and talk to them and see if they can fix the prorated amount so that it's not the month-to-month rate, but it's the rate that I'm renewing at. It's a whole thing. Renting is so annoying. But anyway, it's time to make some lunch. I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat. It's about noon. I have a meeting at 12:30, so I'm gonna try to just get lunch in now before that meeting, and then once that meeting's over, I'll go down to the office and talk to them. I did a Target pickup order for a couple of groceries the other day, but I didn't really buy anything for lunch. I really just bought stuff to make breakfast. Oh, I was gonna throw some chicken in the crock pot to have for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna do that now. I use these crock pot liners, which I know is like so bad because it's single-use plastic. I don't know if they make anything that's like reusable. I should probably look into that, but it just makes it so much easier to clean up so that I'm not like scrubbing out the crock pot. But I'm just gonna throw this one chicken breast in here, and then all I do is just load it up with taco seasoning and salsa, and then I'm just gonna put this on low for like 4.5 hours. I think that should be enough time. And then I have some homemade black beans in my fridge that I'm gonna dump in once the chicken is done cooking, and I'm gonna shred it up. I was gonna make another salad tonight, but I'm out of dressing. I'm very sad about it. I really feel like I need a lot of things from the grocery store, but I really don't want to put in an order and do that until this weekend. We're just gonna deal with what we have. But in the meantime, I do want to figure out what in the world I'm gonna eat for lunch. We are going with chicken nuggets because I eat like a 5-year-old. I'm just gonna throw them in the air fryer and that's what we're gonna have for lunch. Lunch is ready. I have a little less than an hour left of work, but I just realized that my parking went up too and I didn't realize that that was part of the renewal agreement. So I went down and just talked to the office and they were like, oh yeah, it's increased and like there's nothing we can do about it. Ugh. It's so frustrating. Like, I am so frustrated by this whole thing. Good morning and happy Friday. I have my egg bites for breakfast here and I made a coffee. I did already take my multivitamin, Airborne, Mucinex, and drink a whole bunch of water, but now I need some food so that I don't have all of that on an empty stomach. I don't have a fever today, which is nice, but I do just feel like so congested and stuffed up. I was supposed to meet up with a friend for a drink and I'm so sad that I have to cancel. Even if I'm feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday, I just don't want to push it and then feel worse tomorrow. So very sad that I have to reschedule that, but we'll find another time. But the agenda for today is working. It's like 7:55 right now, so I'm about to log on to work. I don't have any meetings today, which is why I decided not to get ready. I love days like that, but I do have a lot to do today, even though I don't have any meetings, so it should be hopefully a quick work day. And then, like I mentioned, I was supposed to go grab a drink with a friend tonight. I'm seriously so sad that I have to reschedule because I've never actually like met up with this friend before. We met one time. I work with her, and so even though my whole team is fully remote and everybody's kind of like scattered all over the country, she lives here in Seattle too. So I was really looking forward to like connecting with her some more. Our roles don't really overlap that much, so we're not really in any meetings together or anything like that, but I was really looking forward to hanging out with her. So I'll definitely have to find a new time. So instead of that, I guess it's just gonna be a chill night. I'm gonna try to go to bed early. Just want to sleep off whatever this is in my system that's like wearing me down. The new, I forget what it's called. It's like Happy People or something. I don't know. It's a documentary that just came out on Amazon Prime about the Duggar family. I like grew up watching 19 Kids and Counting, so I am so excited to watch this documentary. So that is the plan for today. I also forgot to mention, I just kind of like left you hanging yesterday. I didn't film anything after work. My fever shot up to above 100. I just was not feeling good. I like shredded up all of the chicken and everything and put it in the fridge. It didn't even sound good last night. I ended up just making ramen noodles because that was like one of the only things that sounded good. I feel like when you're sick, you just want like comfort food, something warm, like a broth. So that's what I ended up doing last night, and then I just went to bed early. I did read some more of my book, Meet Me at the Lake. So I've been reading it for like 2 weeks. I just have been in such a reading slump lately. I don't know why. And I feel like I haven't read any like really good books lately to bring me out of it. But yeah, I just kind of left you hanging last night. I thought I should explain. Okay, it's like 12:30. I am not feeling good. I'm still working and just like getting the day done. I'm not like feeling so bad that I feel like I can't be sitting at my desk. Like I'm either gonna be sitting at my desk or sitting on my couch. So I might as well just work. And my manager is out today anyway. I don't want to like bother her while she's on vacation. So I'm making some lunch. I'm just making some of this rice stuff. I was just gonna eat this, but I was like, no, I should really like have some protein, have something that's gonna keep me full longer. So I'm gonna heat up a few of these black beans. I took Mucinex this morning, but I feel like it's not actually doing anything. Like I feel like I'm getting more stuffy as the day goes on, and maybe Mucinex like wasn't the thing to take. I don't know, but I just don't have any other cold medicine. My mom came, I don't know, a couple months ago. I think it was actually around my birthday in February, and we like cleaned out under my sink and cleaned out my bathroom cabinets, and like all of my cold medicine was expired by like many years. I bought like all of this medicine when I went to college in 2016, and that's the same medicine that I brought here when I moved into this apartment in 2020, and I just like never checked the expiration dates or anything on them. And so then just this year in 2023, my mom and I were going through everything, and I had like not even had so much as a cold. Like I had not been sick at all since 2019. That was like the last time that I had any sort of cold until like a month ago. I don't know where this sickness is coming from all of a sudden, but we ended up like throwing out basically all of my cold medicine because it was all super expired. I need to just like replenish my supply, but I just never think about it until this happens and I'm like feeling sick. I just bought Mucinex last month when I was sick. I had like sort of a stuffy ear situation going on then, but it was only like a couple of days. So I bought some Mucinex and then all of the like stuffy head and everything went away. But then I had laryngitis and I lost my voice for a week. I think I mentioned that. I did go to urgent care and it was like $200 something for them to tell me, just wait it out. There's nothing we can do for you. So I am not going to urgent care this time. And I'm just gonna like let it run its course. But I'm like, maybe I should go get some Sudafed or something. I don't know, like what does Sudafed even do? Like I know that that's like a good medicine to take when you're feeling sick, but I'm like, what are even my symptoms that I would need that for? I don't know. I don't know. So here we are. I literally don't even know how I got sick though, because I went out of town for Memorial Day, literally felt fine. I came back on Monday. Tuesday I felt fine. Wednesday I felt fine. Thursday I woke up with a fever. I don't know why. I literally have not left my apartment since I got back here. I've not seen another person since Monday. And no one is sick that I know. Like, my family's not sick. Nobody's sick. So I don't know where this came from, but I'm very annoyed. This rice cooks for 7 minutes and then it has to, like, sit for 2 minutes and steam and, like, let the water out. I'm just gonna put some of these beans on this plate and then heat them up when it gets closer to the rice being done. And then I just have a few strawberries left that are gonna go bad pretty shortly, so I'm just gonna cut these up too. Also, don't come for me, but I'm not one of those people that puts all the fruit in the salad spinner and baking sodas it and rinses it all. I just rinse some water over them and rinse them off. Is done. Just gonna fluff it up. Just throw some of this on a plate with this black bean situation, and that's gonna be my lunch for today. And then I've got my strawberries, which definitely probably could have gone on the same plate, but I'm so weird about my foods touching. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I don't want my fruit all mixed in with my rice, you know what I mean? And then I'm just gonna throw the rest of this rice in a container and stick it in the fridge. Got a couple of hours of work left, so I'm just gonna eat my lunch, get some work done, and then we'll just chill for the rest of the night and hopefully kick whatever this cold thing is that I have going on. Later now, I've just been sitting here watching the Duggar documentary. I'm on episode 3. It is so crazy. Some of it is honestly like hard to watch, but it's just like so fascinating. It's like the secrets behind the Duggar family or whatever, but it's so good. So if you guys like ever watched 19 Kids and Counting and you're interested in this family, definitely watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. I'm just sitting here though. It's golden hour. At least it's getting to be that time. That's one of the things that I love the most. Probably like the one thing I love the most about this apartment is just these big windows right here that let in so much light. You can see this time of night the sun starts to come in and shine over here. It's just so pretty watching the Duggars. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from it though and start editing this vlog. I ended up just making nachos for dinner. Didn't even sound that good, but I need to use up that chicken in my fridge, and my tortillas were moldy, which I didn't realize, but I put in a grocery order to pick up tomorrow. I'm gonna run a few errands tomorrow that are just like necessities that I need to do. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I took a COVID test and it was negative. I didn't think I had COVID, but I feel like it's always safe to do that just in case. I just have this like congestion that's driving me crazy, but I also have been blowing my nose like crazy, and I don't know if that's because of the Mucinex I took or like what's happening. Like, how can my nose be runny and stuffed at the same time? That is what's happening. I feel like there was something else. Oh, I was gonna mention, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a new tripod, so when I made my nachos I was able to kind of like show a little top like aerial view, so that's exciting. I'm excited to be able to get some different angles and just kind of switch it up. It's officially time for bed. I am so stuffed up. I think just like as the day goes on, I get more and more stuffy, which sucks because then when I'm like ready to go to sleep, then I can't breathe. But these little lights out here just make me so happy every night when I'm getting ready to go to bed and these lights come on. I just love it. Like, it's the small simple things, but I just love having my little lights and my little plants. I just love it. But yeah, it's almost 9:30, so I'm gonna hit the hay. I also love that it's almost 9:30 p.m. and it's not dark yet, but I'm gonna go to bed. Miss Neela is not ready for bed as she's attacking my ankles. I'm really hoping that this is just a very short-lived thing and that I'll just feel better tomorrow. Also, I googled Sudafed and it is for like congestion and clearing your sinuses, so I might pick some of that up tomorrow because I think it might actually help me. But if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.